Warm greetings from my side. I'm Jeeva, Assistant Professor, Department of English, Christo Jayanti College, Bangalore. Today, I'm just going to give a beautiful story to you all. And it's very sensitive as well as very sentimental. And it's very important to the present day to understand what is happening in the society. So, there is a beautiful one act play titled Soul Gone Home by Langston Hughes. Let me begin with his quote: "My soul has grown deep like the rivers." So it is just showing his identity as a black man among the white people. So at the end of this presentation, at the end of this class, you may understand the deep meaning in the, especially the particular quote what I have given in the first slide. My soul has grown deep like the rivers. Yeah, let me take you to the next slide. I just give a small introduction about the writer, Langston, who is his birth name like James Mercer Langston Hughes. His period between the year 1901 to 1967. He is an American poet, social activist, novelist, playwright, and columnist. He was one of the earliest person who just introduced a new literary genre called jazz poetry, and he is best known as a leader of the Harlem Renaissance. It is all about the black literary movement, we can say. After the First World War, they are taking their tradition and the culture back to the literary world. So he is known for that. And next, I'm just giving some important works by him. Mother to Son, The Negro Speaks of Rivers, I to Sing America, One Way Ticket. So these all are poems, the very important poems. Why I'm just mentioning only the poems means the all the four poems is very closely connected with the play, what I'm going to deal with that. Especially Mother to Son, exactly you can find a the similarity between the play and all these four poems. If you're really interested, please go and read all the poems. It's really have a kind of the um, you know the real the identity crisis, the longing for the identity. So all the human crisis because of this inequality in the society, we can get all the beautiful themes uh, from these poems. Next, I want to just give a background about the play. Okay, so the play was written in the year 1937, which was the time of the great racial inequality in the US. And there was a kind of loss, you can find out a kind of movement that called Jim Crow laws. So it's something, the phrase itself, it has a beautiful story behind that. The Jim Crow, it's a persona, it's a kind of the character in a theater. It is just developed and popularized by Thomas D. Rice. Actually, he's a white man. That's the most beautiful thing. We have to know about that. And it is all about, it's a kind of the comic character which depicting about the racial discrimination. And it is all about the African and American culture. And after that, there are some, the rules and the laws just coming up in order to support the Black people. And that was a time you can find out, but everywhere in that society, you can find out everywhere there is a kind of inequality, where in effect making the second class citizens of the Black people. And all public facilities were the separate and definitely not equal. So there was a problem is going on, and you can find out, come to the last before the point what I have given. The extreme poverty of these areas led to many health problems and opportunities to rise up from their living situation were non-existent. And this was another example for this greater nature of the American society. Poverty of this type can kill hope and the dream. and it puts people in the mood of the survival. So this is exactly happened the time when he just came up with a beautiful one act play titled Soul Gone Home. So we know that, right? Yeah, let me introduce the character, then I can take you to the play. There are four characters in total. The most important character, the mother and the son. We have a name for the son that called Roni, but mother, the son used to call the mother as mama, and two men, the city health employees. Only the four characters. And again, I take you back to the literary quote: literature is the mere imitation of the life, with the great philosopher Plato. Mm, yeah, of course. I already I just gave enough introduction, the background, the reason for the play, and now we can connect to the reality. You know what happened there, and how he just taking that reality into the language. So that's what the beauty of the literature, right? Yeah. So this was certainly the true of the Roni and his mother in the play, and the two characters and how they are suffering, and their poverty level, their inequality, and how they are suffering in the society. So that's all about that. It is a kind of the hints about the play, but I'm just going to deal the play in a detailed way, so we don't want to go in that. So in a simple way, we have to understand the play is all about. It's a kind of the dialogue or the conversation between the two character, the mother and the Roni, the son, who was dead actually, right? And let me just share the text with you, then we will get a very good idea about that. Yeah, so the title here, Soul Gone Home, right? Character already I just introduced to you all. So I don't want to read in a detailed way. I'll just give a kind of the summary, a kind of the critical analysis about the play. So the leading character, mother and the son, you can find the conversation here. It just begin like that. Even in the beginning of the play, there is a kind of description, right? They are just giving enough introduction about the background and how the situation like that. From that itself, we can get a idea about the play and the characters, where they are belong from. See the thing, it's nighttime. Okay, the setting, time, night, and a tenement room, the bare, ugly, dirty, an unshaded electric light bulb, and in the middle of the room, a cot on which the body of the Negro youth is lying. His hands are folded across his chest. There are pennies on his eyes. He is a soul gone home. So this is how it is just beginning. Imagine there is a one dark room. It's really very dirty. It's really very ugly. Okay, there is one electric bulb which doesn't have any brightness at all. It's like very dim in that way. You can find out in the there is one cot on that there is one dead body, a Negro youth, dead already. That time only it's a kind of the setting we can feel that. Then curtain rise and a mother, a large middle-aged woman in a red sweater and kneels weeping beside the cot, the lovely. Okay, so just crying. That's the character, mother. Oh God, oh God, why did you take my son from me? Oh God, why did you do it? He was all I had. Okay, oh Lord, what am I gonna do? So this is the very pathetic beginning we can say, when we are just seeing a mother is crying for her dead son, just telling that he is the only source for my life, and he just blaming and he just asking God, why you are just doing like this? Why are you just taking my son from me? Because he is the only source for me. Like that, it just started. And the next most surprising part, you have to find out the son, the dead son, just coming back to the real world. So that is coming back to the aliveness, liveliness, right? And just he just started to speak. That's a kind of you can say that is it's a unimaginable thing, but at the same time, it's just giving a kind of the soul for us when the son, dead son, starts to speak. The first itself, see here, lying there, dead as the doornail, speaking loudly. I wish I wasn't dead, so I could speak to you. You've been a hell of mama. So the first time, it's so surprising for all of us when we are reading the text. The dead son started to speak and telling that you've been a hell of mama then. Mother just totally got shocked. Yeah, of course, right. He's dead already, but just coming back and just talking and that too yelling at the mother by telling that. And the mother forgot about the debt and other stuff and just asking, okay, what is it you are saying now? Okay, what are you saying to your poor mother? Like that. And the son is telling, and I said, you're the hell of mama. Mother just rising at the same time that, the shock is still there in her mind, but just still he just trying to talk with her dead son who's just coming back to the real world. Yes, it's me talking to you. I say you've been a no good mama for me. Mother, what were you talking to me like that, Ronnie? In that sentence, in the dialogue only, we can come to know the dead son name is Ronnie. You ain't never said nothing like that to me before. Then son is just telling, I know it, but I'm dead now, and I can say that what I want to say, and you didn't call on me to talk, and ain't you? Yeah, let me take these pennies off my eyes so I can see you. Okay, just removing that the pennies on his eyes, and he's just throwing that across the room, across the room, and he sits up in the bed, and he's very dark boy, and he's just wearing the tone white shirt, and he looks very hard towards his mother. And mama, you know that you ain't done me right. What do you mean? I ain't done you right? Yeah, it's a kind of the fear at the same time, the surprising that he just, the scolding and blaming mother. You know what I mean? Yeah, no, I don't know. Yeah, so the both are having a very harsh, you can say, argument. Just telling about the dead mother is complaining about the mother that she didn't do anything properly to him. Okay, so that's a conversation we can find here. And the complaint from the son here, you never did feed me good. So that was the complaint from the son. He's just telling that you didn't give anything right to me. You didn't feed me well. So that is the reason, just I did now. So the reason for his death, he didn't get a proper food. So it's just showing their poverty level. From the beginning of the play, we come to know it is all about the Negro boy and a mother who's middle-aged one, and the small son. Okay, he just died, and he's just complaining about the mother. And the argument with their conversation, we come to know it's just showing their poverty level. And the mother is just giving an answer back to the son by telling that is even I don't have anything, right? So you always weak. What I can do for that, like that? Then son is complaining that is you didn't teach me that good manners and the morals and all. Even he just asking that. The mother is totally surprised and asking, where did you learn all this word? But he just answering, yeah, from the spirit world, I just learned all the word. Oh, so soon, right? Yeah, it's just going like that. In the next way, we can see that the mother is just telling that, okay, I just listen to you, just whatever you want to complain and whatever you want to say to me now. So it's the last time you can say to me like that. Okay, just telling that, yeah, because of you, I was just, I dead now. The reason you didn't feed me properly, then we can understand the real problem behind the son. Actually, he died because of the tuberculosis. So the reason for that, he didn't have a proper food, and so that is the reason. Just telling that the doctor suggested, right, to have milk and eggs, but you didn't give anything to me. The mother is telling that, yeah, I know that he just suggested to give all this very healthy food, but I don't have money to pay. But finally, mother at the one point of level, and she understand the boy's feeling and agree and telling that, anyway, yeah, I didn't do any good for you. I didn't have money to feed you. I didn't have money to buy egg or milk to you. Okay. But only one thing, I love you, Roni. Right. But son is telling that, yeah, sure, you love me. But here, I'm dead. I'm not here. What is that? What I can do with your love? Mother angrily. Well, damn it, you hide your ain't ever decent it. Yeah, if you was, you wouldn't be sitting there. as your mother when she is just saving every tear she had just got for your night. Just telling that, complaining about it. Just you just got angry. You're always just complaining, okay, complaining against me like I didn't do anything good. But think about your father, okay, there is no one. So again, in the remaining the part, the conversation between the mother and son, we can get a clear idea, the picture about the family. So the mother is just telling about her husband. Your papa just ruined my life. He just left me like that. So no one is there to help me, to help you. So I was the only one person just behind you all the time. At the same time, I didn't have a proper job. I couldn't do anything. Just I can see you as my son. That's it. That's what she's just telling. I love you. That's only I can say. Yes, I don't have anything to give you, right? So in that way, it's just going on. It's just a heated argument between the both. And finally, again, that it's a kind of uh, the conversation between the mother and son. It's just going like that. And suddenly the mother is telling that is okay, okay, Ronnie, it's a time already. She just called the city health employees. So the dead son, no, she doesn't have money to bury, just give a funeral to the dead son. So that's why she just called the city health employees. They are coming. Okay, she could listen to that ambulance sound. So you just tell them, Aroni, it's just time. You just go, you just lie down in the cot again. They'll come and carry you. Here, in this way, you can find out it's a kind of the sarcastic, it's a kind of funny way when we are reading that. How come it is a dead body just coming back to the normal and just speaking and, just arguing with his mother. And when the mother is telling, yeah, it's time, you just go back and lie down. Yeah, means it's just going back. But that is a situation you have to understand. That's a pathetic condition of the black people, right? Even that time, you have to find out there is a kind of funny answer from that son, just telling that, okay, 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 I'm just going back to my spirit world. Okay, fine. But I need a comb to just straighten my hair. I want to be very neat like that. So mother just giving all the comb and hat and all, and he's just putting everything, and finally he just lying down in the same way, and just put his hands on his chest, and then mummy is just searching for the penny, which he threw away, right? So just taking that and put it on his eyes. The two men they enter into the room. So only one dialogue we can find for them, like somebody sent for us to get the body of Peroni Bailey, third floor, apartment 5. Again, the mother just started to just cry, right? Just telling that, yes, sir, here he is. He's my boy. Oh Lord, he just left me like that. He just started to just come up with the same crying and sound like that. Oh my son. Until the people, just taking the body out. So she was just crying like that. And she was just inside the room in the dark, the dirty room. She was just sitting there and crying. As the footsteps of a man died down on the stairs, the mother became suddenly quiet. After that, she just quite normal. And she goes to a broken mirror and begin to rough and powder her face. And uh, yeah, in the street, that ambulance In the street, ambulance going sound fainter and fainter in the distance. The mother takes down on the old fur coat from a nail and puts it on. Before she leaves, she smooths back the quills in the coat from which the dead boy had been removed. She looks into the mirror again and once more whitens her face with powder. And she dons a red hat from a handbag. She takes a cigarette, lights it, and walks slowly out the door. At the door, she switches off the light. The hallway is dimly illuminated. She turns before closing the door, looks back into the room, and speaks. Tomorrow, Ronnie, I'll buy you some flowers if I can pick up $1 tonight. He was a hell of a good son, I swear. Curtain closes. So the ending is enough for us to understand better about the story. You can see the broken mirror. It is like the black people with their broken dreams. They don't have anything proper. It is all just showing their inequality, their discrimination, the society. And she just getting ready. Yeah, of course. She has to, survive in this world, right? She's just getting ready, just put some powder in order to show her as a very fresh, and just take a cigarette and lights up and telling that, Roni, just if I'll just earn, if I just get $1, okay, I'll just get some flour for you tomorrow. So that's only she can do that. So just showing her pathetic condition. And from this last, the dialogue, we can understand that the lady, the mother, she doesn't have any proper job. Usually just they'll just sell themselves to get money to get food and all. So like that, she's just spending her life for the sake of them who already died, and now she's the only one and telling and hoping for the better future and just moving away from that room. So that's what, just cutting clothes. It's really very, very painful story. Yeah, of course. Here, I have some themes to discuss with you. So the major theme, poverty and family and racial inequality. Poverty, we know that from the beginning to end, when the boy is complaining about the mother, she didn't feed, that's all just showing the poverty. Even mother's answer back for that. Even she doesn't have anything to have, right? Eat and all. And family, here, the father who just ruined the whole life, you can see, and there is no one to help them. And racial inequality, that is everywhere you can find from the beginning to end. So these are the major themes I could find in this the play. So I hope you enjoyed. It's very important, right? It is exactly what is happening here in the society, in the name of religion, in the name of caste, in the name of color. The people are discriminating the people who are already with us. So it is the best example to understand the inequality in the society. So that's all I want to say. Thank you so much for you all. And I want to end the presentation with a beautiful quote by our writer Langston. Hold fast to your dreams, for without them, life is a broken winged bird that can't fly. After all this kind of pathetic expression or experience by the writer, but still he was just telling in one quote, but we have to hold our dream. If you don't have anything like that, it's like the life is like a broken winged bird. It can't fly, it can't move further. So whatever it is, we have to hold a dream. So it's a very nice and beautiful quote. Just keep in your mind, have some dream, move on with your life. Happy learning. Thank you so much.